Hello friends, I am Dr. Mandeep Kaur from Kamen National College Sirsa. In this lecture, we will discuss Kanthapura as a Gandhian novel. As we all know, Kanthapura is known as Gandhian novel, and in this very lecture we will discuss all the aspects which makes Kanthapura as Gandhian novel. Before going deep into the text of the novel, let's begin some key points about the novel or some of the writer. Bhushan in 1969 and Padma Vibhushan in 2007. This was the first novel of Raja Rao, written in 1938. It is about the story of a village before the times of independence. It is considered as a Gandhian novel just because Raja Rao and the character of the novel are deeply influenced by the ideology and principles of Gandhi. This novel is about the Gandhian impact on an Indian village through an informal narration of an elderly widow Ajaka. In fact, the theme of the novel is the Gandhian impact on the religious, social, economic, and political life of a village in South India. Murthy, the protagonist of the novel, is represented as Gandhi in the novel. Not only Murthy, in fact, many characters of the novel are the followers of Gandhi. Murthy left his studies and became the strong follower of Gandhi, and he took participation in many movements like Satyagraha, non-violence, and etc. He distributed charkha for free of cost to the villagers and explains the villagers about the significance of Gandhi's struggle for freedom. After these key points, let's go back to the text. As we all know, Kanthapura is considered the magnum opus of Raja Rao, which portrays the considerable influence of Gandhi's ideology on the sleepy and remote village. Raja Rao is very successful in carving out the real picture of Indian village in pre-independence times. Kanthapura is the microcosm of Indian traditional society, and what happened in Kanthapura was also happened in India during 1919 to 1930. It is not only a political novel as we all know, but also a novel which concerns with socio-religious and economic transformations during the struggle for independence. Though his novels stray far afield, his heart is clanged to the sublime ancient ideology on the paralytic Indian masses. Gandhi's influential personality and his ideology is felt everywhere in the novel. Indeed, Gandhi doesn't appear in this novel personally, but the plot of the novels revolves around his ideology and principles. It also focuses on how Murthy, the protagonist of the novel, under the influence of Mahatma Gandhi, tries to inspire the people towards the freedom struggle. Gandhi, in this way, the truth life of Raja Rao. Similarly, Gandhi's ideology is the way, the truth, and the life to Murthy in the novel Kanthapura. By reading, by the deep reading of the novel Kanthapura, we can find the parallels between the protagonist Murthy and the novelist Raja Rao. It can be assumed that Murthy is the replica of Raja Rao. Delving deep into the details of family background, intelligence, or caste affiliation of Rao and Murthy in the novel are similar. Rao hails from a Brahmin family and he was brought up as a Hindu. Similarly, Raja Rao Murthy also belongs to Brahmin family. Murthy owns many acres of land and enjoys a high standard of living, similar to the other Brahmins. As Rao was known with the region in South India, the novel also takes place in a village in southern India. Both the protagonist of the novel and Raja Rao are intellectually gifted. Rao had learned the French and English language at different universities of the country. Both are attracted towards the Gandhi's ideology. In many aspects, there is similarity between Murthy and Raja Rao. Therefore, we can easily consider Murthy as Raja Rao. Raja Rao's Kanthapura is the offshoot of Gandhian ideology, and the novel itself considered Gandhi and our village, but the narrative technique makes the novel more a Gandhi Purana than a piece of mere fiction. Gandhiji influence is seen as God, friend, mentor, guide, philosopher, and Murthy as avatar. He is considered the village Gandhi. As Mahatma Gandhi is our nation Gandhi, he is considered as village Gandhi. He is a replica of thousands of Indian young men who got inspiration from Gandhi and gave up their studies for the right cause, to free their motherland, to free their nation from the brutal shackles of British. It is resistance of satyagrahis against the rulers. As we all know, Kanthapura, situated in a province of Kara, gives a clear-cut picture of struggle of Indians for independence in a remote village of India, South India, wherein the inhabitants are very poor, illiterate, backward and caste-ridden. Kanchamma is the deity of the village. Raja Rao begins the novel with the portrayal of the social situation which is divided between the two prominent castes, Brahmins and Parihas. As Kanthapura is an Indian traditional village, it is the symbol of the rural situation throughout the India. With the division of caste, narrow and dusty roads, and with crops like cardamom, coffee, rice, and sugar cane, with ghats and with the surroundings which face the cool Arabian seas, Kanthapura is a microcosm of rural India, and what happened there was happening everywhere in India in those days of freedom struggle. Raja Rao has taken every detail into consideration in depicting the imaginary traditional Indian village, which consists of Brahman quarter, Pariha quarters, and Porter streets with their own ethos, psyche, and rituals. On the one hand, Gandhi deals with the Gandhian movement in India, but on the other hand, Raja Rao achieves a focus by treating the great political upheaval as a phase of Sthala Puran. Therefore, the village symbolizes the whole country, touching on the artistic validity of Sthala Puran. Raja Rao himself points out in his foreword to Kanthapura, I quote, there is no village in India, however mean, that has not a rich Sthala Puran or legendary history of its own. Some god or godlike hero has passed the village. Ram might have rested under this peepal tree. Sita might have dried up her clothes after her bath on this yellow stone. Or the Mahatma Gandhi himself of one of his pilgrimages through the country might have slept in this hut, the low one by the village gate. In this way, the past mingles with the present, and the gods mingles with man to make the repertory of your grandmother always bright. One such story from the contemporary annals of village I have tried to tell. It is very vivid from the above forward that Rao's portrayal of contemporary India derived from his Vedantic approach to life. The edge over classical Sanskrit literature and modern European literature made his mind a living encyclopedia of philosophy, cultural currents, and cross cultural currents. His spiritual, metaphysical way of thinking might have led to him to Gandhian thought. The surge towards revolution surround this small bucolic village Kanthapura and its villagers under their inspirers Murthy, who forged towards the passive resistance acting upon the call given by Gandhi. Kanthapura is caught in the maelstrom of freedom struggle of the 1930s, as we all know, and transformed so completely in the end that there is neither man nor mosquito is left in it. The time of action in the novel is confined to the period around Gandhi's Dandi March, ending with Gandhi's pact with then British Viceroy of India. Their overwhelming religious rituals before introduction of Gandhi of suffrage starting from the invocation of the village goddess Kanchamma to the end of the novel. Religion sustains the spirit of the people of Kantapura. Raja Rao makes use of Hindu religious practices to the advantage of yoking the different kinds of people together under one umbrella of Gandhi's ideology. The village has Kanthapurishwari temple. Murti found a half-sunk ling and it is due to this the temple got built. The other villagers contributed to build the temple. Rangema old father used to read out the Sankra Vijaya there. The villagers discuss Vedanta with him. Bhajans and other things are organized in the temple. Shastri tells Hari Katha, stories of Hari, a traditional way of delineating the Hindu mythologies. Jai Ramchar, Harikatha man and the narrator of Harikathas, narrates the story every evening based on Gandhi and his ideals. Villagers celebrate Rama, Krishna, Ganesh festivals and give remuneration or dakshina to the man who tells the kathas. The villagers celebrate the occasion by organizing a feast. One thing leads to another. The Gandhian movement comes to the village after the Harikatha man arrested. However, Murthy doesn't know very well that the religion is the master key to the rustic Indian minds. Hence, he instills new Gandhian mind into the age-old minds of the villagers through Harikatha. This theme is treated authentically for the first time in Indo-Anglian fiction. In Gandhi, in this way, the truth and life to Raja Rao. Like Raja Rao, Murthy also gets inspiration by Gandhi's charismatic personality. Therefore, Raja Rao sees himself in Murthy and gifts him with a many number of good qualities of head and heart. Gandhi inspired the people with admirable personality. Like Gandhi, Murthy also worked for the progress of outcast people. Murthy inspired the villagers under the influence of Gandhi's philosophy. As Raja Rao inspired the people towards the freedom struggle through Kanthapura after he himself got inspired by Gandhi and his philosophy. The three layers of Gandhian struggle for independence, political, social and religious, are visible in Murthy. In fact, the three-folded ideas are germinated in Rao even before the creation of Murthy's character. As such, it is clear that Rao got inspired by the ideology of Gandhi, which paved him the way to create a fictional character called Murthy. Murthy implements the Gandhian thought and work in the village. He shows a rare devotion and insight for the village youth. He takes toils and moils in teaching the ideology of Gandhi to the arrogant and superstitious women in the village, and in carrying the message of Gandhi door to door and briefs to the villagers about the economy of khadi and the importance of charkha. He encourages them to take to spinning despite strong opposition from all quarters. He sees that the Congress committee in the village is formed and gets elected unanimously as the president. With a great confidence in Murthy, even Ring Govda, the Patel, the tiger of the village, is deferential to him, calls him learned master. He extends his tail and hearty support, authority, and prestige in Murthy's favor. He permits him to have his way in everything. Murthy encourages and pleases the women and organizes them. A woman volunteer corps is formed in the village. Ratna occupies the headship of the organization of Swayam Sevikas. Like Gandhiji, Murthy also observes fast, organizers picketing and satyagrahas, undergoes punishments and gets arrested and sent to jail. Throughout the novel, he is shown as the ideal Gandhian. Like Gandhi, Murthy tries to eradicate the inhuman untouchability. He goes in the Parihar quarter from one village to another, inspiring the women to take to spinning in their time. The Swami excommunicates him for his mission, still Murthy persists in his mission. Both Gandhi and Murthy, being humans, they have their own weaknesses. Pariha business is too much ever for him. He hesitates and wavers and thus shows that he is made of the same common clay. Murthy performs the Gandhi work in the village. The Congress committee in the village is formed by Murthy. He strives a lot to see the people to be in constant touch with national events through newspapers and other publicity materials. He invites Harikatha men, mixes religion with politics. In the freedom struggle, women also plays a vital role. The novelist considers the woman Shakti. Shakti symbolizes women. At the end of the novel, Ratna leads the Satyagrahis in lieu of Murthy. Shakti's invincible spirit in the women in their Satyagraha against the British government is very much found in Kanthapura. The most touching example of women's edifying faith is the narrator's musing on the relics of Kanthapura. He dreams as the modern Ramayana ends happily where Ram returns from his exile with Sita to Ayodhya. He supports and propagates Swadeshi movement. During his epic attempt, he boldly faces opposition from ignorant and the conservative people. He awakens the people from stupidity and ignorance. The villagers get elated after they hear the news of the Dandi march reaches the village Kanthapura. There are dharnas, picketings, and satyagrahas all over. Children and old men with high spirit are included in the struggle. Injured, wounded in a large numbers. Women like Ratna are beaten up and humiliated, but their spirit is not wound up. Gandhi ki jai, Vande Mataram, Inqilab Zindabad are the slogans reverberated in the air, boosted the morale of the people. When Murthy is arrested, Ratna continues his work, so the movement continues. With the influence of Gandhi, many chaotic situations happen in Kanthapura. There is the no tax and people refuse to pay the revenue, and lands are barren, and they are forced to leave the village. The villagers of all castes and professions and the laborers of the coffee estates are ready to face the brutal assault of the police and government. Satyagrahis are maimed, broken, and scattered. Many people left for Kashipura. With the influence of Gandhi, Rangima Ratnamurthy spent many days in jail, but Gandhi's urban pact and the political reality praises the Satyagrahis. The novel can be considered as a Gandhi epic because it portrays Gandhi's influence on the minds of Indians. Gandhi's fascinating personality, though Gandhi didn't appear in the novel, but always felt. He remains in the background. Raja Rao tried to present Gandhian ideology and movement very impartially. There is no idealization in this novel. Kanthapura is the magnum opus of Raja Rao, which proved his heart and which presents the impact of Gandhian movement on the rusty-minded Indians. It is a great classic during the period of struggle. It is very clear that it is a book which depicted the Gandhi's ideology and Gandhian period. So we can safely conclude that Kanthapura is a Gandhian novel. Though Gandhi himself doesn't appear on the scene, but his presence is always felt through the character of Murthy and others. Hope you understand. Thanks.